we went into this game as favourites of the comp. There hadn't been much spoken about with Gordon. If there was a game where we got absolutely dominated for 40 minutes, that was the game. We went into half time and I could just tell that Gordon had just done enough where we weren't able to come back from that.
Heading into the Gordon game, after such a strong 2019, there was big expectations. But there is no denying, we were blown off the park. We weren't really ready for them, and hopefully we could pull it together for Warringah and Eastwood next couple of weeks. New combinations and new players, they weren't really an excuse. The shoot shield, it's too short and it's too competitive to fall behind this early.
East have had a tough loss against the Stags, but it's time to shake off the COVID-19 rust and get back to O'Sullivan Road. The season is well underway and there is plenty more footy to be played.
Honestly, everyone who comes to East, first thing they talk about is our culture. It doesn't matter if it's 5th grade, 1st grade, Colts, or even the women. Just pulling on that jersey earns respect. In fact, it's the friendships and the connections off the field, throughout the whole club, it's beyond 1st grade, that as you get older, you learn to treasure them the most.
Rolling, go. No, you have to actually clap. You have to make a noise.
Sam Fogarty, interview.
And action.
This is my 4th year at East now. I'm originally from Newcastle. Came down here in 2017. I've loved every minute of it.
And so you live with a couple of boys from East. Will you tell us what it's like being off the field, away from the club, still being connected?
It's very much a boys' club at home. I live with club captain Alex King, the Enigma himself, and Will Patterson, brother of Henry. It's a good environment at home. We get around each other a lot. Very, very social, and we live very close to the club, so it often spills back to our house.
Yeah, which is always great.
Yeah, always a fun time.
So obviously living together with a couple of the boys, Will in particular, you guys play similar positions. What's it like come selection time?
Look, generally no one likes to admit they're a winger, but we've both been on the wing position, so it hasn't really impacted us at all until recently, until this week, where Will's been dropped and I've taken Will's position. But at home it's all good. There's no hard feelings from my end anyway. So we'll see how it pans out, but hopefully look forward to playing with Will again soon.
Let's go! Keep fucking hammering. Keep pumping. Great work, Erie. Let's go. Yes, here, great work. Great thing. Let's go, Shannon. Come on. Get him up, Kizzo. Come on. 2 minutes. Get up. Yeah. Yes, son. That's it, bro. Yes. Nice. Yes. Come on, bro. You alright? You alright, Spook Daddy?
I see me jumping up. I'm like, oh fuck, he's got to go here. That's off.
Boot on, set, boot!
Yeah, the Warringah loss hurt. So many attacking opportunities in the last 10 minutes. We just couldn't get it done. We haven't won up there, I don't know, since 2012, and that streak continues. As a playing group, we feel the pressure mounting, but we can also sense there's a strong, dominant performance, and it's only a few adjustments away.
Everyone's free. Boys, what do you like about, not necessarily this game, but what's good about coming out club rugby and just watching the game?
That's good. I think it's been really tight the last couple of years, and then it's sort of building into each year. All the boys getting stuck into each other, which is good.
Why is it that you always want to stick around to watch first grade?
All boys, we are all family, as cliche as that is. We're a beastly family. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, same shit.
Ditto?
Family, bro, family.
In rounds 2 and 3, the boys struggled to get things going. Despite some good moments here and there, East took their 3rd consecutive loss, pushing them down into 8th place. After a very long but strong pre-season, this was not the start East were expecting.
You know, for me, it doesn't reflect the work that we're doing as a squad to prepare for the games. A lot of the boys are doing everything that they can to get themselves right, but for whatever reason, the last 2 games we just haven't been able to string it together, and sort of losing, being down by 15 points against Warringah and then losing by 3 points is heartbreaking.
They're not going to fucking support us when we're fucking dominating them, so we have to do it every single fucking time. And that's on us as front rowers, but it's on all 8 in that fucking part. And that's what lets us down sometimes.
I'll take ownership of that mistake there, guys. I let you down. That's all.
For guys that have done everything that they can to play the games, it must be heartbreaking for them mentally and emotionally. You know, one of those guys is Charlie Smith, who's had 2.5 years out of the game through shoulder injuries. He's done the most in our squad to get back and play games. Those 2 losses don't really reflect the work that he's done just to get himself right, let alone perform.
I just set the trap for him and then Twink fucking folded him. Didn't he? He looked at me in the eyes. I just went.
Take 10. My name's Charlie Smith. I'm 22 years old. My first time playing at this club was when I was 4 years old, from Macaulay, just down here. And I came back and joined the club in my first year at Colts in 2016. So I've been at the club basically my whole life.
And how much footy have you played between 2016 and now?
Unfortunately, had 3 years off due to injuries. It was supposed to be 2 surgeries. I was supposed to get a full reconstruction and a clean out, and I was supposed to be back that next year. And it ended up turning into 5 surgeries, so I ended up missing 3 years. Back-to-back reconstructions into 2 bicep repairs into 2 clean outs. So it was really nice being able to get back this year. At some point it felt like it was never going to happen, so just being able to play again and putting that jersey on is a really special feeling. But when you don't perform, you do feel very off it, and you feel like you've let the club down and things like that. So a lot to get better at.
Jack Grant, the first grade halfback, has his own clothing label, North Bondi Motorino. You do a bit of modelling for them?
Yeah, only a little bit. So Jack and another club guy, Clary, both run that. It's an awesome brand. If you've got anything to do with the club, you'll know about it, or you have a shirt. But they're doing really cool things, so yeah, give them a shout out. North Bondi Motorino, check it out.
Being a first grade player means 3 trainings, 2 weight sessions and a Saturday game. But that doesn't mean our boys don't have lives to live away from footy. Aside from the hunt for a premiership, some of the boys have something big in the works. First grade captain Jack Grant and ex-first grader Clary Moore got behind the lens for their local clothing label, North Bondi Motorino Social Club. And in front of the lens, first grade number 7, Charlie Smith.
We're here on a photo shoot for our spring collection, and Squinabulb here is our model for the day, and pretty much every single time we do a shoot.
Gladly, mate.
It's Saturday, and that means it's time for the boys to swap their working boots for footy boots. Motorino tees for the red, white and blue jersey. After a full week of work and a complete training schedule, the boys front up to grind it out from the opening to the final whistle. It's been a tough start to the season for our boys from O'Sullivan Road. Let's see if they can get back on track.
Come on, fucking boys, let's go! Here we go! Set!